There was a girl named Ellie. She wasn't loud or flashy. Most days, she sat by the window in her morning class, sunlight spilling over her sketchbook. Her favorite sweater was 2 sizes too big, and her hair always fell into her eyes when she was thinking. But she liked it that way, quiet. Then there was Jace, golden-haired, quick to laugh, confident without trying. He moved through the school like he belonged in every room, because somehow he did. Everyone knew his name. Ellie didn't think he'd ever know hers. But then, one morning, rushing to class, she dropped her sketchbook. Before she could bend down, a hand picked it up. Jace? He smiled, not as if she were invisible, but like he actually saw her. "Cool drawings," he said, handing it back. She barely managed to thank you. That night, she stared at the page he'd touched, her cheeks warm. Maybe he wasn't so out of reach after all. From then on, she noticed him everywhere. The way the light caught his hair when he leaned back in his chair. The way he always smiled at people in the hallway. Even her, once or twice. Her heart tripped over itself every time. Then came the poetry project. She hated group assignments until she saw who was across the room, looking right at her. Jace, paired with her. In the library, he sat beside her, close enough to share a notebook. He made silly jokes, complimented her handwriting, even asked what kind of music she liked. She felt seen, and maybe, just maybe, liked. That night, she couldn't sleep. Her heart was too full. So she wrote a letter. Not a confession, not exactly. Just the truth. About how it felt to sit next to someone who made the world feel less lonely. About sketchbooks and hallway smiles, and hoping he might see her, not just as a group partner, but something more. She signed it with a quiet heart. No name, but he'd know. She slipped it into his locker the next morning, her hands trembling. All day she waited. In her head she imagined the way he'd smile when he read it. Maybe he'd come find her, say something sweet. Maybe it wasn't just in her head. Maybe he did like her too. But when she passed him in the hallway, nothing. Not a glance. Not a word. Later, in the cafeteria, she saw him at his usual table, phone in hand, laughing with his friends. They were all laughing. A heavy feeling settled in her chest. She looked closer and saw the screen. A photo of her letter, her handwriting, and a comment underneath it. Who even writes letters anymore? Everything blurred. She stood frozen, lunch tray in hand, as if the ground might give out from under her. The walk home felt endless. Wind cold against her face, the sky a dull gray. When she got home, she didn't say a word. She just went upstairs. She sat on her floor in silence, hugged her knees, let herself feel it, all of it. Later, her older sister came in. She didn't say anything at first. She just sat next to her, close and quiet. Ellie whispered, "I thought maybe he liked me too." Her sister took a deep breath and softly said, "Ellie, you loved him with everything you had." And that's something beautiful, something brave. But sometimes, the people we love aren't ready to give that love back. That doesn't mean you weren't worth it. It just means it wasn't meant to be. Ellie cried, but it wasn't as hard as before. Her sister's words wrapped around her like a warm blanket, giving her space to breathe. The next morning, Ellie picked up her sketchbook again. She opened the pages and with a steady hand began to draw. A girl standing tall, even in the middle of a storm. Because heartbreak doesn't make you weak. It means you cared. It means you tried. And one day, you'll try again. But for someone who truly sees you. Ellie's heart was still broken, but it was healing. Slowly, but surely.